So this is Laura, 1970. I feel like I facilitated a lot of generational healing in my family. Does my higher self have any guidance, healing for what needs to be addressed to give my dad peace in his heart, in his, right away I added heart, but what Laura wrote is to give my dad peace in his last years. But I'm sure Laura wants him to feel peace in his heart. So, yeah, welcome. And yeah, and welcome, Laura. Like Laura wrote, if somebody else has a question, to kind of bump her, I'm not going to bump you. You arrived first. So I'm not going to bump you. We're going to keep you first. Yeah, because you're ready. So let's take a look. So Laura, 1970, let's look at her dad. She's done a lot of generational healing for the family. So right away, that tells me, she's a starseed, a light worker, because that's a lot of consciousness. So yeah, and just thank you to Laura. Okay, so yeah, so let's look at for the dad. Let's give him peace in his heart. So Laura's done a lot of work, but she wants her higher self guidance. So what we're going to do is we are also going to talk to your dad's higher self. So that's a very polite way of seer work is that we're connecting with our higher self. And you can do this yourself. So what I do is connect with my heart, go inside, and then I connect to Laura's higher self. And then I'm connecting to Laura's dad's higher self. So let's take a look, Laura, 1970. Okay, so right away, we're going to the left side of the body, which is the past. So at the past in this present time, anything that isn't in the now. So it's the past. And so what we're looking at, okay, let's look at the generational trauma. So what Laura has done is cleared the generational trauma that her father couldn't, or yeah, that's accurate. So we're just looking at the generational trauma, and then we're looking at the dad's lineage, and because it just gets passed down, but we want the intention is that Laura wants for her dad is to have peace in his heart. And we also want to release any generational trauma that can be released. Yeah, so right away I'm feeling it in the third eye. So I can see why I picked tourmaline crystal. So, so we're just going to use fire and wind right away. It came forward. So we're just going to use fire and wind to clear the pathway. And this just the wind and the fire will just remove everything, kind of like sweep it away, like because we don't need the details for everything. And then I'm feeling a lot of intensity in the third eye. So, and we're saying that this is the intention, and this is Laura asking, and then asking for her herself and for her dad's herself. Laura is asking for whatever can be released generationally so that the father can feel peace in his heart and no longer loop in karmic loops. So he can rest. So we're just clearing. So just clearing. So it's the fire that's coming through. Okay, good. because we don't want him to loop and we don't want him keep repeating karmic patterns, especially when they're generational from the ancestors. So there we go. We're clearing, and we're saying we don't want the information, we just want the clearing. And so we're looking into the present, anchoring into the present, and yeah, so, and it's in the now. So we want this to anchor in the present moment. So no more looping, no more karmic repeats, no more kind of ancestors regurgitating the same story. So the story ends here. So we're really anchoring, really protecting with the tourmaline crystal. We're grounding the dad into the present. Yeah, there we go. Good. So right away, the posture aligns. So we're just really bringing in the golden light from source to the dad with protection with the tourmaline crystal. And we're going to the depth. So for Laura and her dad, we're going into the depth. Good. Good. So we're no longer looking at the past. We're now anchoring into the present. So we want the dad to feel love and peace, and not just from his higher self, but also from source. So we want to bring in source's golden light into Laura and her dad's heart. So just receive that. Just feel what that feels like to be protected fully with the tourmaline crystal. And then bringing in the golden light from source through the higher self, which is the most secure thing you can do, the most nurturing thing you can do, the nicest thing you can do for your nervous system, because it's protected, it's sealed with source. And so nothing can interfere with source. Good. So we're just anchoring and I'm holding it. So in my body, but we're holding it in the body. So you can think of it that way. So we're anchoring in the body, and we're anchoring in the higher self, and then connected to source. And then just breathe. So we're saying that for Laura's father, no more looping, no more being pulled by the karma of the ancestral line, and no more reincarnation loops. It ends here. Laura has put her foot down. She wants peace. Confirmed. 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 Yes. They're saying yes. 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 Good. So we went to the depth for Laura and her dad and the ancestral lineage, and the clearings, the higher self said yes. So that's beautiful. So he'll feel different. He won't really know why he feels really good, but he will feel a shift, a dramatic shift actually, but it will feel very good. Yeah, that's good. So we're just anchoring, I'm just feeling it now in the body. So especially, the where the solar plexus is, where the ribs meet, the power center. So just really anchoring it in the power center, which is in the body in the present moment. So yeah, no more loops. You don't have to, just once we say it's done, it's done. It's that whole recursion is false, and thinking that you need to loop, loop, loop. It's not true. So We're releasing the do-overs. The constant do-overs. Oh, I need to make it more perfect. I need to do it again. It's like, well, we held the space with the higher selves. We called in our higher selves connected to source. We went into the heart. Yeah, yeah, good, good. So you can feel that, just feel the shift. I can feel it. So if I can feel it, anybody can feel it. It's not magic, right? It's real. This is a real time shifts for everybody. So if you're watching and you can relate to this and say you have a parent that you're, concerned about, as they're aging, you can do this for them as well. So okay, so that's good. So let's close with Laura and her dad. So thank you, Laura, for asking the question and for being here. I totally appreciate your support and, join all the time, every time. If you're first, then it's beautiful. You're ready and you knew exactly what you wanted in this session. So that's great. So I feel like there is some money coming for you because your ancestors are like very thrilled with you. So I feel like they will bring some abundance to you, because you just helped all the ancestral line on your dad's side. So, and yeah, yeah, because my nose is always the money is coming. So yeah, so we just want to send much love to Laura and her dad, and then close the space for Laura and her dad. We give thanks to Source, our higher selves, our guides of unconditional love, and Gaia for facilitating this energy clearing and paving the way. And then many blessings to Laura and her dad. So, with much loves and much thanks, we'll close now with Laura and her dad. So, thank you.